Our democratic civilization was formed from the commons. It was formed in our public places. There's always been this intrinsic link between democratic freedom and our right to the city. Early Athenian democracy was undertaken by a citizen assembly that gathered in public places. Our parliament today meets in the House of Commons, which is, in the eyes of the law, a public place. We have a right to the commons, and in turn it upholds our rights. This relationship between our right to the city and democracy should be seen as carrying great historical importance. This right to our public places, it was fundamental in shaping Western civilization. So what then of these rights are taken from us? David Harvey points out the importance to capitalism of the accumulation of space for the means of production and the consumption of surplus value. Well, we shouldn't then be surprised that private companies are coming for our public space to extract this surplus value. Now, this has a relevance to Bristol, as Cabot Circus has recently been granted planning permission to expand into Broadmead. And in return for offering some architectural bling, the council will likely offer the streets on a private lease. They will cease to be a public place. And this isn't just a matter of rereading the undoubted change in the physical environment. It's a matter of rereading the streets when people's rights to it are taken. If you remove the right to democratic access, you remove the notion of the commons. And if you remove this, you remove the possibility of a public place acting as a setting for democracy. It ceases to have the potential to act for the development of our society. Now, admittedly, this is perhaps an extrapolated view in the context of Broadmead, but I think the principle should stand regardless of setting. The loss of a public place must be seen as the loss of a potential historic monument. If the logic of this argument is sustained, and we agree that our right to the commons holds significant value to our heritage, well then can we not use the Venice Charter to protect our public places? If the Charter can be used to protect replica monuments, in light of their accepted authenticity, well then can it not be used to protect monuments that have the potential to be authentic? If we don't, what's the alternative? It's not solely architecture that creates the notion of a place, but rather people's use of it. If we take people's right to do this from our cities, what will we be left with? We'll have lost a physical environment that is unchanged in its ability to serve society and so create heritage. And that in itself contravenes the Venice Charter. And I think ultimately our public places, they'll cease to exist and they'll just become spaces.
Some people I love, some people think I can solve them. Lord, I'm only human after all. The blame on me, don't put the blame on me.